What's the ultimate petty revenge you've been a part of? When my brother was diagnosed with terminal cancer, my parents threw him away like garbage, so I made sure they felt the same pain. My brother Jake was only 14 when doctors found stage 4 brain cancer. My parents promised they'd be there through every step. They even quit their jobs, saying the insurance payout would cover everything. For the first month, they were model parents. Then the checks started coming in. $50,000 from life insurance, $100,000 from their work policies, another $75,000 from relatives. Suddenly, my parents started grieving at expensive resorts while I sat with Jake during chemo. They bought a new house, claiming Jake needed better air quality, but he never got to see it. They were too busy remodeling to drive him to appointments. I was 16, borrowing my aunt's car to get him to the hospital. When Jake lost his hair, they posted dramatic Facebook photos about their cancer journey. But they weren't there when he cried every night, terrified of dying. They weren't there when he needed someone to hold the bucket while he threw up. The money kept flowing. Cancer charities, GoFundMe, church donations, all meant for Jake's treatment. But my parents spent it on designer clothes and luxury cars. They even planned a healing vacation to Europe without Jake. One night, Jake's fever hit 105. I called them 23 times while rushing him to the ER. They finally answered the next morning, saying their phones were off during their couples massage. Jake almost died that night. The final straw came during Jake's last week. He begged to see them, but they were too emotional to visit. They were actually at a beach resort, posting Instagram stories about taking time to process. Jake died holding my hand, asking why our parents didn't love him. That's when my revenge started. I had recorded everything. Their luxury purchases, vacations, the hospital logs showing they were never there. I sent it all to the insurance companies, charities, and our local news. The insurance companies demanded their money back, saying my parents had committed fraud. The charities pressed charges for misusing donations. Our church kicked them out. Their fancy friends disappeared when the truth came out. But I wasn't done. I found all the grieving posts they'd made about Jake, the fake crying photos, the long captions about never leaving his side. I made a video comparing those posts to time-stamped photos of them partying while Jake was dying. The video went viral. They lost their jobs. Their new friends abandoned them. Even their own parents disowned them. They had to sell their house, cars, everything. Last I heard, they were living in a cheap motel. 2 years later, they called me. Dad had terminal cancer too. They needed money for treatment. They begged me to help, saying, family has to stick together. I sent them a single photo, Jake in his hospital bed, alone except for me.